Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Conan Exiles with Gazbeard at our central desert base. And as you can tell, I'm in the doghouse. I've been naughty and she caught me. Oh dear. Well, she shouldn't have run off in the last episode, should she? Right. Before we get started, let me ask a little favour. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so if you haven't already, please smash the living daylights out of that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the bell so that you get told when new videos arrive. And give the videos a like and say hi down in the comments. Right, I best get out of here. She's definitely got me in the doghouse. She won't even look at me. Oh dear, naughty boy. Right, what we're going to do today? Well, we're going to be building today. We're going to get these workshops up finally. And I've pre-made a load of materials. And I'm going to be using a lot of the pieces from the... was it Sand and Blood DLC? The fighting arena pieces. And going to be using a slightly different architecture this time round. We'll start off with that bunch to get it going. Now, those of you who've seen me build before have often seen me just do block houses. Now I just want to count these out. I think I start building on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Almost got it right. Okay, and we want the central 4, which is going to start with this corner here. Yeah. Right, so number 5 is going to go there. Yeah. Then I want number 6. So yeah, I'm going to try and make it a little bit less blockhousey this time around. We're doing 10 down here, so I need to go 4 of these. And try and add a little bit more character to the workshops this time round. And I'm hoping that you'll like what you see. I'm counting here, so if I'm a little bit stuttery and hesitant... Oh crap, had to get one wrong, didn't I? Gotta wait for it to disappear now. Come on, disappear. Well, we'll carry on and come back to you in a second. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to try and add a bit more style to this one. And I've no idea if what I've got in mind will work or not. Because I've not worked with these pieces before, and the whole reason I'm working with these pieces is because of a particular type of piece that they've got, which is similar to something that I used from a mod kit on a group server. Right, now that's sort of where I want to be. Now comes the tricky bit. Start down here. Yeah, I think we start on this one. On the outer faces to be this way on. I'm standing in the way, aren't I? There we go. Doesn't like it when you stand in the way. And then we come down to this one. Outer faces that way on. I made a load of these pieces up before I started recording, simply to save time. Because you don't want to sit there watching me making up pieces. Right, that's back to this one. Out of face. Out of face. Out of face. Out of face. Right, we're getting there. And then 2 here. Spin round here. Right, that's part of that done. Now I'm going to need to swap over materials for a minute, because otherwise I'll be too encumbered and not able to move. I'm going to swap them into there. I'm going to split that, because yeah, that should give me enough of those. But I'll probably need to take all of those with me. And in fact, I'm going to need to carry a bunch of them with me just to get started. Right, so like I said, I've no idea if this is going to work or not. Come on, we want you on this side. It's cutting that doorway, isn't it? So it's not going to work. Trials and tribulations, eh? Okay, we'll put them back. So we're not going to be able to use them on that particular part of it, but we will be able to use them on the rest of it. And probably want to take at least half of them as well. Might have to come back for some more. So let's have a look. I'll jump up here to do these first couple because it'll be easier. What I'm basically doing is creating a cloisters around the outside edge of the ground floor of this building. And yeah, I am going to have to put arches around the outside of that. Up. There we go. This one's going to be a little bit on the tricky side. Right, so that's all of them. Now we put doors around the outside of those. Get this end done first. And they're not going to go in because the ceilings are intercepting them. Oh crap. Well, they're fine there. It's only this central piece here, this central arch. I'm probably going to have to demolish those ones, and it'll be the corners as well. Yeah. Said I didn't know if this would work or not, didn't I? I mean, I could, I suppose, put another arch doorway in the centre of here. In there. Get the same effect as this. But I really wanted to have a more distinctive finish to that. And there is no pillar that you can put on the connecting corners of foundation blocks to support that. All the pillars go into the center of the foundation block. Yeah, I think the only thing I can do is do the same as that on these ones, if it will take it. No, it won't. It's going to insist that I knock out those two ceilings before I do that. Okay, we'll have to do that then. But let me get the corners done first, because the corners are going to be more tricky. They definitely need these in place. And for 6, will you go up there? You will, if I do it like that. Yeah. Okay, so we'll get the 4 corners done first, and then we'll have a look at what to do about those doors. And this is entirely a snapping issue, that I'm having to demolish pieces that I've just placed in order to get the next piece to them into situ. Out. So we're going to need to have 8 of these ceiling units. We've got 5 on the hotbar. Did I leave any in the chest? I didn't, so I'm going to have to make sure I've got enough of these to make them. Fortunately, we've got more materials across here. Yeah, it is in this one. Take that and split that several times. That should be enough of those. Make another 3 pieces. Take those and should be enough of those as well. Oh, knock that out. Knock that out. 5. Put the outer face facing towards the main gate. Come on. Suppose it's not too bad. We'll get the one up here done, and then we'll do the other two. My mouse keeps catching on the corner of my joystick. Not using the joystick with Conan Exiles, but it's permanently on the desk for use with flight and space sims. That's that. I'm sorry it's a bit dark here, but I want to keep working through the night as much as possible. Face that way, yeah. Come on. Come on. Ah, and there we're out of materials. We need to make another 3. 1, 2, 3. Dawn coming up. The outer face of the door that way on. Consistency. That done. Oh, well, we need to keep a few of these door arches on us, but we don't need to keep all of them. Oh, have a look. Oh, come on. Keep those on us. Don't need that on the hotbar now. Next is those. Those. Over in combat. Brilliant. Through the stairs. I think we'll do the stairs on the middle doors, not on the end doors. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Ah, that's wrong. This is why I always make a few extras. I'm doing this right. I've not rehearsed this, and this is a completely new style for me. Leave the two central sections until we've got the other bits done. look the same. Doesn't if there's any of them out of place. Okay, now if I just jump up here first, and if I... Oh, I didn't bring them. I thought I had brought them. Never mind. Okay. Let's jump down, and we swap those over. Needs to snap to an existing building piece. Is snapping to an existing building piece. Right. Then we're going to need 4 ceilings and 4 stairs. Yeah, but I think we can get the vaulted ceilings into place first. 6. Wrong. Up there. Yeah. I'm waiting for that sun to move around the corner so it's not blinding me when I'm trying to place these. There. 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 There, yeah. There. Well, that's going to give us a problem because it's going to give us that pillar coming down, look. We must drink soon. Whoops. So, glug, 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 glug. And munch, munch, munch. So what I may... no, it wouldn't work if I do that. It's good. The whole ceiling is based on using just these as their structure. We'll see what we can do about it. That's wrong. See what we can do about it once we've got them into place. Got to think a little bit more carefully when you're placing these, because it's much more obvious if you mess up. That right? Can't tell from down here. I think that's the right way. Yeah. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm focusing on getting these the right way around so that I don't have to remake too many of them. This requires a little bit of concentration. There we go. So we've got these hanging pillars that we need We need to get something that fits on the corners of the foundations, but will quite happily mount onto the bottom of those. And obviously it can't be too big. Stop that. Can't be too big, otherwise it's going to take up too much floor space and we might have problems getting round it. We'll have a look at that in a moment. I want to get some materials to get the stairs in. So if I just swap these bits over again. Yeah, swap them over. And put them back in there. Last one back in there. Oh, we didn't have any left. And we want them for going around the outside. Enough materials to make 4 stairs and 4 ceilings. So come back around here. We split that. That should give us enough. That way. I think that should be enough. Get the stairs in first, make it easier to get up. So one arena ceilings now. That's the sandy ceiling. It's got sand on the top of it. This is the one without, and we want 4 of those. Then I can't remember, was it the, I don't remember if it was the Yamatai or the Khitan stairs I was going to use. I think actually, in fact, it was the Frontier. Frontier stairs I was going to use. Oops, just a letter. Why I can't find it. Yeah, those stairs. 4 of those. Swap them with them first. Right, ceilings. Not playing. Why are they not playing? Not playing, are they? Wonder if it's because we've got those door frames above the ones we're trying to fix this to. That's going to be a pain. This is a snapping problem. This is something the devs should have tested. Yeah, right. That means we're going to need to make another 8 of those, because we're going to have to knock that ceiling out, because I know for a fact these door frames won't snap onto the outside of them. So we need 4 door frames and enough materials to make 8 of those ceilings. And I put this squarely at the doors of the devs. There's my 4 door frames. We're going to need more bricks if we're going to have to make those arches. Those vaulted ceilings. So what I'll do initially, I'll just take that, all that 84. See if we can get away with just knocking. Actually, it might be the ceilings that are the problem. On this side, we'll try just knocking out the door frames first. Then we'll try putting the ceilings in. Still won't snap. Okay, so that means it is these. Now they'll go in, look. So then get the stairs in. Like that. We get the door frames in. Swap those for now. Probably easier to put those ceilings in from down here. And we're going to need to make them, aren't we? Yeah, so again, arena. If my voice keeps going quiet, it's because the hinge on the microphone on my headset is worn, and the microphone, instead of staying up parallel with my mouth, keeps dropping onto my neck. And I've got to keep remembering to lift it up, but then when I do lift it up and put it in position, you get that noise coming through. What are we looking for? We're looking for these. We might need 4 of them, so let's craft 4 of them. We're going to need to swap them over. Right, let's see how that works before we put the rest into place. Oh, nearly walked off the... We can walk out there. Right. I'm going to take a wild stab at it and say that it's this falling part of the arch on the vaulted ceiling that's causing the issue with the ceiling tile. And I'm going to try just knocking out the vaulted ceiling first on its own. And then we'll try putting the ceilings into place. Yeah, it was. Okay. So, and bring those other 2 ceiling pieces in. Right, now we're going to have to put stairs up to the next floor, which will be on top of these ceiling pieces. I may do them from the balcony that we're going to put around the outside rather than try to take them up from in here. So let's just I prefer to work this way round when I'm doing this type of work, so And I don't have any spares for these, so we've got to get them all the correct way. Now I'm putting them all into place here, but I may bridge across onto that stone a little bit later in the build. They aren't exactly the right number. Not happy about the way they fit together on the corners though. I mean, they're fine along here, but the corners look a bit off. Okay. Right, so this is part of the floor for the next level. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to push ceilings out for putting the walls up from the edges of the ceilings, which is going to make things a little tricky. So we're going to need, if we've got exactly the same numbers, wait a minute, no we haven't. It's going to be 12 on each long side and then an extra 4 on each short side. So that's going to be 12, 24, 32 total. Oh, and we need another 4 of those banisters for here, don't we? Really? To make it proper. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it from down here. Yeah. It's a nice heavy duty industrial looking workshop space. I'm still not happy about these hanging pillars though. I wish they'd given us something that came down from them onto the corners of foundations, but I don't think they envisaged people using it in a multi-vaulted ceiling like this. If you know of anything that is in either the DLC or one of the other DLCs or the standard building pieces that will come down from there and mount to the corners, you can see that they are definitely on the corners onto here. Yeah, you look at the position of the hanging pillar at the top of screen. They're coming onto the corner junction of the foundation blocks. Right, we'll worry about that later. I mean, it may be that I end up just ignoring it and living with it, but I'd be happier if I could get something to project down onto the floor. What that does is that gives us 4 workstation areas in the corners down here. The things like the carpenter's bench, the blacksmith's bench, and so on. The forges, because of the temperature up here at this location, the furnaces, the forges, whatever you want to call them, are going to have to go outside. And that's why I was saying that I may bridge up onto there later for putting them up there, or I may put them in this cutaway here, just purely because of the temperatures.